video, we are going to set up the pages on our website. So let's go ahead and go over to the Pages section. You may be wondering what all of these pages are here for already. If you remember, we imported the template for our website, and that import brought in all of these sample pages. That's just the home page, but we have all of these additional pages as well. And that is what we're looking at here. So what we're going to do is keep some of them, set some of them to be draft only, and then we can delete some of them as well. For our first step, let's just set all of these to draft. So what I will do is you can click individual pages here, or if you click at the top of the column, it will select all of them. And now this can sometimes be a little confusing, but what we want to do is look under this bulk actions dropdown, and it gives us two options. We can edit or we can move to trash. So we're going to select edit and apply, and this means we want to bulk edit all of these. When we click apply, it gives us all of the options we have for making changes to all of these pages. So what we want to do is come over to the status, and we want to set all of them to draft. Once we click update, it will set all of our pages to draft. Okay, so you can see that they all now are assigned to be draft pages. As you go through this, you by all means can keep any page you'd like, but for simplicity's sake and for this demonstration, I'm going to delete and save some specific pages. What I'm going to do is delete the locations and services page. So the way we can do that is I can select both of those, go to bulk actions, move to trash, and click apply. And just so you know, the first time you delete a page, it will be moved to the trash. You can restore them by going to the trash tab and click restore. It will put it back into the draft folder. So when you click all, you can see all your pages. When you click drafts, you can see only pages that are draft. That can be helpful once you have more and more pages. If you only have a handful, they usually all just show up right here and it's easy to manage. Okay, so now that we have dealt with all of the pages that are already pre-existing here, what we're going to do is create a few new pages for our website. And we're only going to create the page, give it a title, and that's all we're going to do for now. We're not going to add content quite yet. So to create a new page, we'll go to Add New Page. This will open up the page editor as we've seen before, with the option to add a title. And let's go ahead and create a page called Adult Ministries and click Save Draft. That's all there is to that. If we want to exit out, we can click on the W to go back to all the pages. Let's create a new page called Youth. Click Save Draft, go back, add new, and let's create Worship. Save draft, and we'll go back. Now, a few more things about creating pages here. If you wanted to make a change, let's say Adult Ministries, maybe we want to call that Adults and keep it simpler. And maybe we're wondering, what is the link for this page once it's created? One way we can take a look at some of the details of any page is by using this quick edit link. This will open up a little window just below instead of opening the entire editor. And here we can make some changes. So there's the title of the page. We can just erase this if we wanted to and update it. And you can see some of the other parameters you can edit here. Let me just cancel that. Or another option is to open it up in the editor, and on the right sidebar here, if you don't see this, remember you can click the gear icon to toggle that right sidebar on and off. And we want to make sure the page tab is selected. Then we can go to the URL. You can have your title and the URL actually be two different things. They don't have to match. So one other option you can do is you click on the URL here, and then you can edit what's called the slug. The slug is the part that comes after the slash. So you'll have your domain name first, the slash, and then the slug of the page. So let's go ahead and just call this adults. Why would you shorten that? Well, one reason would be maybe to make it simpler to communicate what the website verbally. So if you're making an announcement in the service or just in a conversation with someone, you can easily say, just come to our website, herochurch.org/adults. It is a little bit easier than saying herochurch.org/adults-ministries. So keeping your slugs simpler can be helpful. So let's go ahead and save the draft. And again, the URL is simplified here. That does not mean we have to simplify the title of the page. We can still call it Adult Ministries if we'd like. Okay, so what I've decided to do is go ahead and remove these donation pages as well, just so we can have a much simpler website to look at. So let's go ahead and select all the donation and donor link pages that have been created, and we will go to bulk edit, move to trash, and apply. This cleans up our pages list pretty well and will be a little bit easier to work on. So now we're all set to continue on building the website.